This is the fourth and final group stage game for these teams in the NBA Cup. It should be a great one. And tonight, it'll be the Charlotte Hornets going up against the Chicago Bulls. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, it's Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce will be bringing us updates from the sidelines. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. A look at Chicago. They're still struggling, trying to string something together, getting a lot of wins. The competition, though, so tough. And checking out Charlotte, right on their heels as they've got the next best record. A look at the Bulls starting lineup. At the guards, it's Giddey at the 1 with White at the 2. Buzelis out there with Patrick Williams. And it's Vucevic in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Charlotte, in the backcourt, it's Ball and Knueppel. Plumlee is at center and Bridges next to him. And it's Miller in at the small forward position. Well, tonight's matchup also acting as Game 4 in group play for the NBA Cup tournament. It's been a rough group for these teams.
Yeah, I mean, both sides are sitting here at 0-3. I doubt they're even concerned with the tournament aspect of this matchup with both of them out. This is just another regular season game, and both teams just trying to find some confidence.
Comfortable operating near the basket. Vucevic has size plus touch. That's a nice recipe for scoring in multiple ways.
Now, here's Ball. And it's Plumlee that time on the assist from Ball.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Outside Williams. Back to White. Takes a 3. The shot by Buzelis, no good. Here's Charlotte. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season. Outside, Ball. Floats one, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Josh Giddey.
Already in his career, we've seen the numerous ways in which Ball can score. He's got a lot in his package.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Clark, when you use the word unicorn, a one-of-a-kind player, LaMelo Ball fits the bill for sure.
Yeah, we've had so few point guards north of 6'7", and he's right in that range. And he also shoots it well on high volume from the three-point line. I don't know if there's a guy quite like him in the league at that size with that vision and three-point shooting marksmanship.
Now here's Vucevic. 33 points last game. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
He felt the defense on that attempt. Great rim protection.
It's good.
Boy, look how easily Bridges shoots through the contact there. I mean, his mechanics are strong, as is his body.
The Bulls have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. An efficient score. Kobe White effective with or Greg without the ball in his hands.
And that's a rare quality. A guard who can break you down off the bounce, but also willing to give it up and then zip to an open spot. It just makes him so difficult to defend.
And that one falls for White.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. So, GA, Coach Charles Lee of the Hornets, spending a decade as an NBA assistant coach. He has really paid his dues.
Yeah, 4 years with the Hawks, 5 in Milwaukee. part of that title team. Won in Boston as well, another title. So he's been a part of winning, now trying to translate that to Charlotte.
Here's Bruce Ellis. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
With his soft touch around the rim, Ellis should score a lot of points in the paint over his career.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Colin Sexton, he's checked in for Charlotte.
A really talented youngster. Matas Buzelis comes from Lithuania, and they have a very rich basketball history there, and he's hoping to add to it.
Now, here's Sexton. Coming in off a 12-point game, his last outing. Let's go. Bridges kicks the ball. Nailed from three-point land. Bulls got 5 points so far.
Well, I think this is the start they want. Come out and put some points up early. 3 or 4 so far.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
A moment here to see the numbers for Mason Plumlee. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. And he's among the top 15 in rebounding, just a powerful presence in the paint.
As we've seen, he's a difficult defender to bring the ball up against. Quick feet, quick hands, always looking to force a mistake. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Here's Williams. We saw him with 10 points last game. 5 to shoot. White goes in, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, under control. White has those short, quick strides.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Yeah, and, you know, those losses really hurt when you can't get anything going your way. Everything's going against you. Very frustrating.
Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for Chicago. Bulls on D. Ball finds Plumlee. Some nice pass in here by Charlotte. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Knipple. And it's off from three-point range. Outside Williams. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Buzelis. They get it back, and Vucevic throws it down.
Yeah, you know, one of the best parts of Nikola Vucevic's game is his great body, excellent hands, and the high motor makes him an outstanding rebounder.
Hornets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Pass to Knipple. Plumlee with a screen on Williams. Here's Sexton. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And sometimes it seems like Sexton wants to get hit on the way up. He just embraces the challenge.
One shot.
Free throw good, Sexton. Taking a look at the Hornets. Well, for them, it's been an NBA Cup to forget. They are winless so far.
And I'll tell you guys, they have to get that 0-3 Cup record out of their minds. Just focus on the regular season from here.
And then the situation for the Bulls. 0-3 in the NBA Cup. They've been eliminated here in the group.
Yeah, so it's just about winning this one for the regular season. Mentally, they need to put this cup performance in the rearview mirror.
Here's Knipple after the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. For the three. The shot by Sexton, no good. Last game for the Bulls, they picked up the W against the Pelicans in New Orleans. Dosunmu White wide open. He fires. Drills the three-pointer. White's got 7 points in the game.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
Here's Ball. He has 5. Plumlee with a screen on White. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Pass to Dosunmu. High post Vucevic. Over Plumlee. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Soft defense in that mid-range area, but they got away with it this time.
Now Sexton. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. Here's Ball. Trailing by 4. Clock at 4. For 3, Bridges. Charlotte no good that time either.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And doesn't take much to get Buzelis up to the rim. He just pops off the floor and is right there.
Set it up. And here's Sexton. Plumlee sets the pick for Sexton. Out to Bridges. And stolen by White. Vucevic up top. To the paint. Here's Buzelis. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Buries the long-range jumper.
You know, as a playmaker, Ball can look off the defender and drop dimes with either hand.
The Bulls leading by 5. Pass to Dosunmu. Ball against White. In the corner, it's Buzelis. And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That's his first foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
And the Hornets making a change here. Salon's checked in. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for the Bulls. Charlotte has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Ball, the pass to Plumlee. Shoots. Vucevic with the block.
Denied. Return to sender. That's something you expect from a 7-footer like Vucevic.
White finds Vucevic. Shoots over Ball. And that one goes long. Hornets trail by 5. Here's Salon. It's rebounded by Huerter.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And it's sent back by Plumlee. Here's Knipple. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
You can't make brain-neutral mistakes like that. I mean, he may get an earful later.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. So for the Bulls, Collins checked in for Vucevic, and Smith subbed in for Buzelis. Hornets trail by 5. Outside, Ball. Pass to Salon. Here's Knipple. Charlotte no good that time either.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Now here's White. Fires the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. White's got 10 points in the game.
A volume three-point shooter. You have to expect White to connect on those looks from the outside.
They set the pick. Here's Ball. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. He's got 7.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Dosunmu. In the game against New Orleans, very impressive. Defenders going at Colin Sexton should be mindful of his prowess in the paint, Greg. He's pretty tricky.
That's right, Kevin. We tend to think of guards like Sexton as perimeter pests. But Collins a real plus when he's in close. Let him slip by you, and it's a deuce.
So both teams changing it up here. Here's Smith. Scoreless thus far. 4 on the clock. Puts up a deep 3. Herter, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Now, here's Bridges. Last game he had 13. To the middle. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Here's Okoro. 4-point game. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, team. The Hornets are trying to create a winning environment. Coach Charles Lee said, quote, "We know this is a young team, so I want culture enhancers who help us build with their hard work and creativity. Having that energy coming into the building every day is the most important thing." Kevin?
Looking to set the standard. Allie, we thank you very much. So it's the Hornets now, after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Wide open. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
The Bulls leading by 4. Dosunmu with it. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. There's the triple. That one doesn't drop.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Here's the screen. Bridges inside the three-point line. No good that time. Bridges has gone 1 of 3 on the night. Here's Collins. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
In the corner, Knipple with it. A three-pointer, no good.
Hey, I think that green light they'd given him early should probably go red now. I mean, he needs to get some other folks involved.
Okoro finds Herter. Driving in. And there's the bucket from Dosunmu.
You'd certainly like to see a little better rim protection right there.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Bridges. Poke loose. Smith with it. Guarded now by Sexton. The shot's good from Smith. And it's a 10-point Chicago lead.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to summon up a little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Knipple with the bucket. Now here's Dosunmu. Again, Chicago. And so it's the Chicago Bulls ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Bulls, guys, what do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
Hornets trail by 9. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. They've got Jalen Smith. Josh Giddey is out there with Dosunmu. Then it's Kevin Huerter. And it's Collins in at the 5 down low. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You know, Craig, the one thing you love about the NBA Cup tournament, it makes these early regular season meetings matter much more than they used to.
A win is a win in the regular season, right? But you can never have that taken from you. But you do have an extra layer of intrigue in these games with the NBA Cup going on.
Free throw good, Sexton. And Greg, while they need more star talent, the Bulls have had only one top 5 pick in the last 17 seasons.
Yeah, it's like being on the treadmill of mediocrity, right? When that's the case, you've got to outperform your draft position. They've had some good picks in that time, but really no all-stars.
He doesn't get the second one. And, Greg, the Bulls have said they're leaning towards building with depth, saying that star teams are more vulnerable to injuries.
Well, they don't yet have a bona fide big-time star on this roster, so if you ask me, that might be a case of sour grapes.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Sexton's shot is good.
And it's important Sexton makes those. The more he hits from outside, the more the floor will open up.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Here's Giddey. Still scoreless. There's the drive. Drops in the layup for 2. And the Bulls lead by 9.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Now the Hornets shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Now, man. Bridges outside. Back to man. Clock at 6. Now, here's Sexton. Not a lot of room. No good with the layup. Giddey finds Smith. Back to Giddey. Smith sets the pick for Giddey. And a miss there on the triple. Hornets trail by 9. To the paint. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Boy, Bridges using his strength to get the and one to go and igniting his team in the process.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
In addition to being a talented scorer, Bridges also gets a good amount of board work done, too. He's a terrific all-around player.
Now here's Huerter. Still without a basket. In the corner, Collins with it. Bangs home the trifecta.
That's clearly a recent trend. Big guys who can shoot it from distance.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Bridges. Kicks it out to James. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. James has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And it's Giddey with the ball for Chicago. They've led by as much as 10. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Bridges outside. They set the pick. Takes the three. And out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
In a moment here, let's check out the numbers for Herter. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's right around 9 points a night, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contributions.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
And top 10 in fewest turnovers per game. That just tells you this is a group that values taking care of the ball.
And, G.A., you mentioned it. What a season they've had from three-point range. They've got some pure shooters on this squad, and they don't hold them back. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Pass to Giddey. Here's Vucevic. Outside Collins. 6 to shoot. And here is Giddey. From downtown. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against 2 made shots. Here's Bridges. Down low. Here's Miller. Charlotte again missing. Bulls leading by 8. Giddey kicks to Collins. And it's Vucevic in the corner. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
Well, you look at Vucevic right there. That's clearly a shot that he's worked on. The proof is in the pudding.
The Hornets have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Back to Sexton. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Greg, we have another up-and-comer from down under, Josh Giddey.
I mean, a lot of young talent coming to the NBA by way of Australia. There are great skill development programs showing in Giddey, who stands 6'8", but plays like a small point guard.
Bridges shot, good.
That's just a case of desire. Bridges wanting it more.
And Chicago has possession. They're leading by 8. Giddey kicks to Vucevic. Some nice ball movement here by the Bulls. Herter passes to Vucevic. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Miles Bridges.
And I would not be surprised to see them double him up here.
Ball's checked in for Charlotte. Then for the Bulls. Buzelis is checked in for Collins. Okoro comes in for Kevin Herter. And it's White in for Dosunmu.
And, you know, very quietly, Vucevic puts up phenomenal numbers consistently. A nightly double-double threat who, you know, bullies opposing defenses on the regular.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. They've led by as many as 11 points. White against Sexton. And White kicks to Giddey. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Knipple. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 5 assists in the game. The Bulls leading by 6. And here is Giddey. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Here's Sexton. After the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. Here's Ball in the corner. Knipple with it. Hits the three-point bomb. Knipple's got 11 points.
He had 2 first-quarter threes and now just added another.
And so White will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Pass to Giddey. Giddey with the screen on Bridges. Here's Vucevic. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
You know, he started the game knocking down shots, guys, and now in the second quarter, he's taking it to another level.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
And he's kept this percentage at a decent level, right around 74.
Bulls making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Over the last 2 decades, Kemba Walker has been one of the few bright spots, Clark, for Charlotte basketball.
Yeah, you look back at his time there, he led the Hornets to their last 2 playoff appearances, Kevin. He retired as their all-time leading scorer, and now they're thrilled to have Kemba Walker back as a player enhancement coach.
From deep, James. He doesn't hit that one. Excellent D there from Williams. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
Osumu, he's checked in for Josh Giddey. Something that helps up the ante for these NBA Cup games is that all of the tournament games are nationally televised. That's some added value and motivation for these squads.
Yeah, no one wants to perform poorly in front of a national audience. This is a chance early in the season to show everyone what you're about as a team and why you must be taken seriously.
That free throw, no good. Clark, the Hornets with a bunch of promising young players, hoping they can jumpstart this rebuild.
And if guys like LaMelo and Brandon Miller can stay healthy, Kevin, that's going to be key. It would not surprise me at all to see them make a big jump forward.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Knipple with it. Defended by Dosunmu. Back to Ball. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over White. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Ball.
A lot of different ways to knock down shots, and Ball's form is certainly unorthodox, but it works for him, and he's got a really quick release that allows him to get it off.
Dosunmu with it. Pass to White. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Ball feeling it out a bit. Up and in for the basket, number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
There are a lot of parts to Ball's game in addition to his jumper. He also can capitalize inside.
The Bulls leading by 5. Outside, White. Can't connect from short range. Charlotte's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Here's Knipple. Defended by Dosunmu. Here's Ball. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Boy, I really like that aggressiveness from Ball, taking it right into the defense.
The Bulls have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Out to White from deep. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Here's ball. The Bulls knocking down the three. Pass to James. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. Ball no good.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Now here's Vucevic. And the shot no good, a bit short.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Buzelis grabs the board. Chicago leading by 6. Pass to Williams. Now here's Dosunmu. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. White with it. Defended by... Oh, and slam it down!
Oh, my goodness!
Did you see that?
How did he do that?
Oh, man.
Oh!
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Chicago making a switch here. Okoro's checked in. We've got 1:55 left in the first half. Here's Ball. He's got 13. Bridges outside. Pass to Sexton. Shot clock at 6. It's up a 3. Knipple, no good. Chicago leading by 8. Now Okoro. No scoring in this one. Vucevic against Bridges. And Vucevic kicks to Williams. Okoro. No good on the 3. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. He's playing host to Toronto for the next one. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Okoro with it. Guarded now by Sexton. Okoro dishes to White. Plumlee against Vucevic. And he drops it in from the low post. And now it's a 10-point Chicago lead.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Plumlee with a screen on White. Ball, the pass to Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Pretty smart play that time by Ball, calling for a pick and roll to throw the defense off the scent a little bit.
Bulls leading by 8. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Back to White. Pass to Buzelis. Now White. Williams sets a screen for White. And it's Vucevic in the corner. Hits it from 3-point range. Vucevic has got the lead up to 11 now for Chicago.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him. You trust him and expect him to make those mid-range jumpers, especially against loose defense like that.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Bulls lead by 9. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Hello and welcome. First up, folks, let's take a moment to see how things are shaking down in the Rookie of the Year race.
These young fellas have been hot. Usually, I'd say it's too soon to tell much, but right now, they're balling.
The talent on display is undeniable. The endurance part, though, open question.
And returning our attention to this game, an impressive first half for the Chicago Bulls.
They've made it look simple. Well-designed game plan, and the execution has been near flawless.
Yeah, that locker room is feeling good right now, I'll tell you that.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, Vucevic, guys, has been exceptional.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Here's Ball. At the forward spots, it's Miller and Bridges. In the backcourt, it's Ball and Knueppel. And it's Plumlee in at the center position. That's the group starting the second half for Charles Lee.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Bulls leading by 7. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Kobe White becoming an offensive focal point, saying it means a lot that my coaches and my teammates trust me. The only thing that can prepare you for this is going through it. For me to become the player I want to be, I need those moments. It's all part of the learning process and the journey. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Greg, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does looks so easy with how he moves. And the numbers back up what the eye sees. He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court. And you got to like watching Buzelis break down the defense, just taking what they give him.
Plumlee with a screen on Giddey. Ball dishes to Plumlee. Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, you know, one that doesn't get talked about enough. Length. You know, players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt and that wing position. It feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
Plumlee hits them both. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. And here is Giddey. Out to the right wing. Vucevic against Plumlee. Shot clock at 5. Here's Giddey. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Plumlee's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Miller. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Pass the ball. Charlotte moving the ball around. Plumlee with a screen on Williams. Here's Ball. Here's Plumlee. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 9 assists now tonight.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And White kicks to Giddey. Williams for 3. They get it again. Here's White. And again, no good by Chicago.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And Knueppel slams it in.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative and make something happen.
Vucevic down low. Working on Plumlee. Hornets trail by 5. Ball with it. For 3, Bridges. Rebound by Williams. Inside. Here's Giddey. Nails the baby hook. And that's now 6 points here for Josh Giddey.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
Ball kicks to Miller. Pass to Bridges. Back to Miller. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Now Buzelis. Defended by Bridges. Now Vucevic. Here's Giddey. He can't get that one to fall. Excellent D there from Ball. Here's Miller. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket. Miller's got his first bucket of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for him.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Pass to White. Plumlee against Vucevic. Now Buzelis, 4 on the shot clock. Here's White. Miller grabs the miss. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Here's Ball. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Vucevic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's White. That's good. And so Giddey with the assist. White's got 17 now.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
So it's the Hornets now. 8-point game. Here's Kneppel. 13 points in the game. In the corner, it's Bridges. Launches it. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Big-time matching 3 by Bridges.
Pass to Buzelis. Williams has a screen for Buzelis. To the inside. Here's Vucevic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Free throw drops for Vucevic.
And one of the most underrated bigs in the NBA. Vucevic quietly dominates on a consistent basis.
On that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Hornets trail by 6. Outside, Ball. Pass to Kneppel. Fires the 3. Buzelis grabs the board. Chicago's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the 3rd. Here's Giddey. And stolen by Miller. To the paint. It's stolen by Buzelis. Now Kneppel. 13 points in the game. Bridges kicks the ball. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Colin Sexton, he's checked in for Miller. Kevin Herter, he's checked in for the Bulls. The Bulls leading by 4. Now here's Giddey. He has 6. Vucevic the pass to White. Vucevic a screen on Ball. And again, Chicago, no good. Hornets have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Outside, Sexton. Back to Ball. 6 to shoot. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Now just a 2-point Chicago lead. Bulls shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Pass to Giddey. Back to White. Bulls moving the ball around. Here's Vucevic. Down low. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Bridges outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Bridges brings a toughness to his team's interior scoring because of his athleticism, physicality, and aggressiveness.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Chicago.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
They took what the defense gave them tonight, and that was the mid-range. I mean, very consistent from that part of the floor.
And that one misses.
You know, one of the things that endeared Miles Bridges to his college coach was he was a superstar in talent, but played with a blue-collar mindset.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Zach Collins checked in for Buzelis, and it's Dosunmu in for Josh Giddey. It's White on the wing. He's covered by Ball. Collins passes to Herter. Pass to Vucevic. Just 5 to shoot. Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Vucevic really skilled at finding holes in the defense, and his passing ability, while understated, is tremendous.
Outside, Ball. Now Plumlee. Bridges outside. Here's Knippel. Bridges sets the screen for Knippel. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Boy, I tell you what, when Bridges is thinking attack, come on now. I mean, he is a vicious offensive rebounder.
Pass to Vucevic. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And he gets it back. And it's Vucevic missing.
Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, looks like he used up all his makes in the last quarter.
Yes, that goes in. Now just a 1-point Bulls lead.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Pass to Vucevic. To the middle. On the wing, Dosunmu. Vucevic a screen on Sexton. Plumlee with the steal. Here's Knippel. It's deflected. Herter with it. Now guarded by Plumlee. And here is Dosunmu. Vucevic a screen on Sexton. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Boy, you look at Vucevic, and he clearly is a guy that doesn't mind carrying the offensive load. He knows how to get to his spots and hit his shots.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And now let's bring you the list of the top three-point shooting teams over the course of the past 10 games. In third, the Hornets.
These guys have been spacing the floor, spreading out the defense, and getting the three-point shots they want as opposed to settling for bad ones.
Hornets trail by 3. Sexton deciding where to go with it. And the layup falls. Sexton's got 11 points.
You can't let a smaller guard burn you inside. Still, you got to love Sexton's focus and fearlessness.
.137 left in the third. Outside Collins. Pass to Dosunmu. Misses the three. Charlotte's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. James finds man. There's a screen. For 3, Bridges. Chicago grabs the miss. They've led by as many as 11 points. Herter on the wing. Buries the long-range jumper. Herter's got himself on the board with 3 there.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
56 seconds left here in the third quarter. Outside, Sexton. Kicks it out to James. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. James has got his second basket of the game.
That kind of power move has become a trademark of his.
Well, Chicago has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Inside, here's Smith, and the dunk by Smith.
Smith finishing with power. I like that dunk right there.
.29 seconds left in the third. Here's man, defended by Dosunmu. Pass to Bridges. There's the pick. And James picks up the foul. That's his first foul. .11 seconds left to play here in the third. And here's Herter. Fires from deep. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And we've reached the end of the third. Bulls out front, up by 4. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. They've got Kevin Herter. Dosunmu is out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Collins, and it's Smith in at the 4. Sexton with it. Pass to Kneppel. On the wing, Miller. From past the arc. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now here's Herter. Back to Giddey. Outside Collins. Here's Herter. Nice D from Sexton.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
It's rebounded by Giddey. Giddey's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And it's Dosunmu with the jam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Hornets trail by 8. Pass to Kneppel. Beyond the arc. Sinks the three-pointer.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Collins. It's Giddey with the drive.
And I love watching Giddey take it strong to the basket. The D has got to be aware of it.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Pass to Kneppel. There's a good screen. Fires for 3. Rebound by Smith. Chicago leading by 7. Herter passes to Giddey. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And he just kept working. Giddey felt the whistle coming and able to finish the play.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Charlotte making a switch here. James is checked in. And Chicago also making a switch. Vucevic checked in for Smith. And both free throws good for Giddey. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Giddey against Sexton. Miller outside. Three-pointer. The basket good off the assist from Sexton.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
The Bulls leading by 6. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. Pass to Vucevic. Good on the bucket. Vucevic has got 28 points for the game.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Giddey against Sexton. And it's Miller in the corner. Pass to James. Clock at 6. Stolen by Collins. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Charlotte. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for the Bulls. Okoro comes in for Kevin Herter. Drills the three-pointer.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Smith outside. Now here's Dosunmu. He's guarded closely to the paint. Out to Smith. The 3. Shot clock at 3. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Outside, Sexton. Pass to Kneppel. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Vucevic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And it's Giddey in the corner. And the Bulls with another miss.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Miller surveying the floor. Back to Sexton. Miller kicks to Sexton. His three-pointer's off the mark.
He managed to knock down one triple in the first half, but nothing since then.
And stolen by Miller. Here's Knipple. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Vucevic. And talking to Con Knipple, Greg, he has a burning passion to be great. You can just tell it.
Yeah, he gets up before everyone else and goes to work. Some people have called him an old soul, just very mature and disciplined.
The first one falls. Bridges is checked in for the Hornets. LaMelo Ball comes in for Colin Sexton. Then for the Bulls, Bruce Ellis comes in for Smith. And it's White in for Okoro.
When you send somebody like him to the line, it's pretty much easy money.
It's White on the wing. High, arcing shot. 5 on the clock. Giddey against Ball. That one, no good. Hornets trail by 3. Plumlee sets the pick for Ball. Pass to Plumlee. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
I didn't think it was going to happen for them, quite honestly, but they finally turned it on, turned it up a little bit. Now they've got to come up with some stops.
White dishes to Vucevic. Here's Buzelis. Shoots over Bridges. Buzelis' shot is good.
And Buzelis is in a rhythm now. He's playing to his strengths and taking what is offered from the defense.
Pass to Knipple. Back to Ball. Down, it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Chicago's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Outside, White. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Now, here's Dosunmu, covered by Miller. Pass to Buzelis. It's White on the wing. No good with the wing jumper. And here's Charlotte. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Here's Knipple. Right side, Ball. Bridges inside. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Over in the corner, White. Back to Dosunmu. And it's White, top of the key. From outside the arc. The rebound by LaMelo Ball.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
To take the lead, out to Bridges. Miller outside. Pass the Ball. Lets a floater go. Misses from close range. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. They've led by as many as 11 points. Now White. Driving to the basket. Here's Dosunmu. Stolen by Ball. From 12 feet out. And Miller with the basket on the assist from Plumlee. Miller's got 10 points here in the second half.
And he loves that area. Miller can cause a lot of headaches for a defense with his ability from the mid-range.
Here's Vucevic. The offensive rebound. And slam dunk by Vucevic. We can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Yeah, no quit by either side, guys. Neither team willing to give any ground.
Now Knipple. And here's Charlotte. They're on a 14-6 run. Pass to Miller. Now Knipple. And it's Ball in the corner. Just 4 to shoot. Over Giddey. It's all in by the Bulls. Vucevic has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Dosunmu's shot is off. The Hornets trail. Ball. And the shot will go down.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Hornets.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
And the thing I've seen that I've really been impressed by is they've gotten everybody involved, unselfishly making that extra pass, getting that ball to the right guy at the right time for the good shot.
Here's White. Lets loose a 3. Bridges with the rebound.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Down he goes for 3.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Vucevic, and the excellent defensive pressure does the job. Here's Kniffel, light covering. Here's Bull. Floats one up. Giddey will pull it down. Bulls trail by 4. Now Vucevic. 7-foot shot. Can't get it.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
And I love going to Giddey there. At 6'8", with his skill, Josh can get that one off anytime he wants.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Miller's checked in for Colin Sexton. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened to Charles Lee talk to his team. Coach had a clear message for his team. He said, quote, let's finish the job out there. It's ours for the taking if we can just get it done. So it sounds like he's hoping they can close out this game strong, guys.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you.
Hanging tough. Ball does not let the foul stop him completely.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
You know, you come up with a list of all of the creative players in the league, and, you know, you've got to have LaMelo Ball on that list somewhere near the top. You know, he gives you head-turning passes at least a couple of times a game.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big two-possession game now.
Vucevic. Here's Giddey. And he banks the layup in.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Plumlee with a screen on Giddey. Ball fired. Oh, the slam dunk.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul.
You can't be pretty, though, with those second-chance opportunities. I mean, just put it in the basket.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Here's Giddey. And he does not hit. And the foul called on Josh Giddey. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
And you hate to have a player foul out, but their depth could be an asset here, helping them weather his absence.
the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And that will add to a healthy lead after that trip to the free throw line.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 6. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
Right outside. Here's Vucevic. From outside, the shot misses. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. So it's the Hornets picking up the win. And this makes them 1 for 3 in group play games for this year's NBA Cup. Not an easy stretch for them at all.
Yeah, sadly, one win in the group phase will not be enough for them to advance in the tournament. Those losses really pile up quick in this in-season format.
And that about wraps it up. So for Allie LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, LaMelo Ball.